What's up? I have an iPhone XS Max here, so I get my camera a little bit better. And first thing I do is use a known good battery, screen, and charge port. Plug it in, and I'll show you what it looks like on the ammeter here. See, if I were good, I'd be able to have all these on like multiple cameras, or have the ammeter show up on the screen automatically. But my setup is not that good, so I have to rely on switching cameras manually. I know, like, what is it? OBS is pretty good software and can handle all this stuff, but I really like this software that I'm using called Screencast-O-Matic. Uh, it's just a lot easier. I don't edit my videos, so this allows me to kind of control things without having to go through and edit it all. Because I know that if I had to start editing videos, I'd probably not make any videos ever, just because it takes too much work. Um, so anyways, so I have two other things charging, but number 4 is the XS Max that I'm testing this on, and as you can see, you didn't actually see it, but it took like a few seconds for it to pump up to 0.6 amps. Okay, and it should be showing 1.9 to 1.8 or something like that if it's charging properly. So this one is not charging properly, and there's absolutely nothing on the screen. It's just completely black. iTunes does see it in DFU mode, and that is it. And I've tried restoring it. I think I was getting like error 19 or something like that. Hold on. Hey, I forgot what error code I got. I should probably do it again just to get the exact error code. But oh, here it is. No. Anyways, I don't know exactly what error code it is, but I think it stopped at like 20% or something like that. Okay. So, like in all cases, in these instances, something like this, I would probably suspect probably a NAND cap. That'd probably be my first guess. If it were VDD main, it'd probably be 0 amps. Since it's drawing some amps, I would probably say it's either it could be VDD boost, it could be the NAND cap. So what I normally do is I'll just stick my multimeter here around the NAND, and I'll just start poking around here. And I know for the older iPhones, the main power lines for the NAND are PP1V8 NAND, PP3V0 NAND, and then I think there's one more, PP. No, I don't even remember. But anyways, I think there's 3. I think there's like PP1V8, PP1V8 NAND, PP3V0 NAND. So anyways, I just test all the caps around there, and all these tested fine, no problems. I was getting the correct diode mode. You can either check in XW tools or compare with a known good. So seeing that, you know what? Let's just go through the XW tools here. Just take a look. Man, this weather is killing me because my sinuses are draining down to my throat, and it's killing me. Alright, so we got PP0V9 NAND. We got PP1V8 IO. We got we got PP2V63 NAND. So I guess those are the new power lines. So just check those 3. They all tested fine. And then what are we doing here? Okay, so next is we can check PP VDD boost if you want. I don't know why this is not showing up though. Sorry, I was coughing up a lung. Anyways, I did find PP VDD boost, and so let's see if we can get access to it without desoldering anything. Okay, so here's a cap right here. So let's just test this to see if that is bad or not. So I don't know where that is. Let's see. Looks like it's near the rear camera. Hold up. Damn it. This one. Shites. Where this one? Where the hell did it go? Damn it. Alright, let's look for it again. PPVDD boo. There it is. Okay, so it's the cap next to the rear camera connector. Okay. So it looks like it's that one. Looks like it's this one right here. So let's just test this. This one's fine. 0.395. Okay, that's fine. Anyways, I'm really just going through these motions here because I've already diode moded just about everything on this whole connector, and here's what I found. And this was, and I've actually seen this quite a bit too. So basically, one of these, I think it's this one right here. So let's see what connector this is, okay? So this connector is, you see this nub right here, so these are the two camera connectors right here, rear camera connectors right here. And the connector we're looking at is this connector right here, and this pin right here is shorted actually. So if we go back and take a look, we can just diode mode this, and it says 0. And if we compare it with a known good, it should say like 0.59 or something like that, and that's what ZXW says as well. And I also poked around a little bit more, and this looks like these three pins are also shorted. So this pin is speaker amp top coil out piece of shit POS, and then these three are also shorted, and that's kind of where I stopped. So looking at the schematics, we can see that both of those points lead to this chip called U5002, which I'm assuming is some sort of like maybe small audio IC. So it looks like maybe this small audio IC is blown. Unfortunately, it's going to be in the middle layer. So the fun begins. We're going to have to desolder this puppy, and we're going to split this puppy and see if we can maybe replace this chip. So we will start. First thing to do is to cut this middle thing right here. You can slice it with something, whatever. And then I'm going to bring up my trusty iX5. Oh, it's really loud. Okay, maybe you didn't hear that. So, okay, let's turn this puppy on and let it get going. Okay, turn it on. Get this thing set. It gets really hot, so just be careful. I think I'll do this. Gets really hot really fast. Alright, so we're essentially just gonna let this sit for a little bit. And we will let it heat up. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's basically what it looks like. So we'll just let it sit for a little bit, and I will check my email while you guys stare at that thing heating up. Alright, I'm gonna pause this. I had a few things to say, but I don't quite remember them now. What was I gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say. I should write these things down. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Anyways, just let it heat up for a little bit. And then once the top layer is kind of melted, then we just kind of scoop it up with our tweezers. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and pause it because I need to do a few things, but once it gets heated up, I'll come back. Okay, it's a few minutes later, maybe like a minute or two. Now we're ready. So I normally think this corner is a good corner to grab at, so I'm gonna try to grab this corner here. Alright. So dots is dots. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this off right here. And then I'll kind of put this aside. I don't know, I'll just put it over here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need some more space here. Anyways, so let's just inspect this under a scope now and see what happens. So I think this, well, it's one of these two. I think it's this one. If it's that one, it's gonna be easy. Let's look at ZXW tools. So it was 5002, which is let's see. Okay, so it's that one. So it's actually to the right below the CPU, to the left of it. Okay. So right below the CPU, to the left of it, looks like it does look like it's underfilled actually, unfortunately. So, but and it's right next to the CPU, so that really sucks. But let's just go ahead and diode mode around this real quick, just to see what's going on. You know what? Let me just do this first, so I can use this point. So this is ground. So I'm just diode moding this around here just to see if anything's short that's noticeable. We know the connector is short, and we know that there's nothing really connected around here. So I'm just testing just a little bit. Okay. Alright, so looks like this is cracked. Is it cracked? No, it's not cracked. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and replace this, or remove it at least, see if the short is gone after that, okay. So we just have to be really delicate. I think I'm gonna remove this black stuff. Yeah. Damn it. Let's see, how are we gonna do this, man, without like jacking things up? Just have to be careful. Okay. I'm just gonna put it right over this gunk right here. Screw it. Alright, so we just have to be kind of careful when we take this thing off, since it's very close to the CPU and stuff. I'm actually going to move this over just a little bit, give me a little space to play with. Alright, let me check. Okay. Alright, let's get booking here. Hey Google. Hey Google. Turn smoke on. Alright, so I guess, let's see, let's do this too. My trusty heat shield. Let's go with a low temp real quick, and let's see if we can just kind of get the underfill real quick. Yeah, we're just gonna work on the underfill, and then we'll try to get the chip off. We might have to take some of those caps off too. These are tight quarters right here. Holy shit. So I'm on 150 right now, which may not be hot enough, so I'm going to turn this up. Let's go to 2 and change. 225. 225 and 20. I have a feeling that these caps are probably gonna like fly away though. Unfortunately. God, this is so tight. I feel like I should just break this thing. You know what? Before we do this, actually, let's make sure we let's test the connector real quick before we do anything stupid here. Make sure it's definitely that. Otherwise, we're gonna be like we're gonna feel dumb. Let's diode mode this again, man. We should have done this before. Oh, it's not even shorted anymore. See? Holy shit. That's not good. Okay, hold on. Let's get back here then. We almost did something that was unnecessary. Okay, well this is not connected anywhere. And then let's go down here. What the hell? Well, this is strange. Huh. Oh, this is just the other side of that. So why the hell was that short earlier? Doesn't make any sense at all. That does not make any sense. Damn it. Now we are dumbfounded. That wasn't even the damn... Hold up, 5002's over here. What the hell am I doing? Oh, jeez. Motherfucker. But, alright. Anyways, I botched it. 5002's actually was the one that was not underfilled. So, but it's not even short anymore, so I don't quite understand it. And this has nothing to do with the middle layer either. Alright, so let's just go ahead and diode mode around 5002 and see if there's anything that we see that's kind of like noticeable. Well, the thing is, it's not even short anymore, so I don't quite understand what's going on here. So when I clamp this, so the question is, when I clamp this back, is it still going to be short? Right? I don't know the answer to that question. Well, let's just inspect this board right here. See if we can figure out what the hell happened. See if there's anything that stands out here. Big black goop. I don't really see anything, so so this all looks really good. Maybe a little corrosion down here. So maybe we could just touch this up a little bit. But I mean, this shouldn't have anything to do with what's happened. So anyways, I'm pretty much just gonna clamp this back and see what happens. Because the short is gone for some reason. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just touch these up over here. You definitely want to touch it up with low melt. So this is low melt. And so I touch it up a little bit. Okay, looks like everything else is pretty good. So let's just flux it. What is this? Yeah, that all looks good. So let's just flux it and then put it back and let's see what happens. And let's see if I got any more emails. Okay. All right, we good. So let's flux it real quick. So if it's short again after we put it back, then I think we'll probably have to go to the schematics. I don't even know if I have schematics for these things. But it doesn't really, I mean, yeah, why is it short when you clamp it together when the speaker amp is on the, is not, the middle layer is not really connected at all to this thing. Anyways, you know what? Looks like this side's corroded a little bit too, so yeah, it is corroded, so let's just go back here and retouch this up. So while that layer heats up a little bit, I'm just going to go ahead and touch this up a little bit because I do see a little bit of corrosion here. And make sure you are using low melt. Make sure you are using low melt. So low melt, just a little bit of low melt. And I don't even know which ones are corroded. This one? Oh, that was ground. Oopsies. Hopefully it's not too thick. It's ground too. Fuck. Damn it. Okay, so it looks like that's it. That's it. Get rid of this. Just in case. Okay, everything looks pretty good on this side. No, the corrosion. Okay, so let's just heat it up. Clamp this mother back. It's really hot. Let's just do this. Doesn't really have to be perfect, but anyways, you definitely want to make sure it's sitting down nice and straight. Definitely want to show you guys kind of what I'm doing here. So let's see. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna use my tweezers, get the low melt off of them, and then just kind of push back and forth. You want to set it down somewhat even, and then just make sure it's nice and even here. Nice and even. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect, but you definitely want it like as good as possible. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And we just look at all angles, and then let's take these off. And then this is where the special sauce comes in. So before we take it off of the heat, we're just going to push down a little bit. Push down a little bit on all sides. Gentle pressure all around the edges. Okay, and then we're going to pop this sucker off, let it cool, and do some more. Definitely do it from the sim tray so that you don't disturb the thing. And then as it cools, it should just solidify, and then it should be good. But now I'm curious if it's shorted or not. Okay, so let's just test the short real quick, because if it's shorted, then we'll have to redo everything. You know, if it's not shorted, I wouldn't know why it's not shorted. So I suspect it is probably shorted. No, it's not shorted anymore. That was very odd. That is just, you know what? Well, hold on. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. Like, that does not make sense at all. I mean, this was definitely shorted earlier. This is 0.52 now. So this is definitely not shorted now. So let's take a look. I don't think I did a great job here, actually. I don't think I did a great job right here. Definitely could have pushed down. So I'm actually going to put it back on the heater. Just for a little bit. Because that was kind of the side that was kind of buckling anyways. Anyways, I'll just let this sit for a little bit, reheat up, and then I'll just push that side down a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know why that was shorted. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. But it's not shorted anymore. So I'll just kind of let it sit just for a little bit longer, and then I'll see if I can get this to clamp down just a little bit more. Okay, I think it's hot enough. I think it's hot now, yeah. So let's just do it. Sorry you guys can't see this, but I need to do it quick. So this is kind of what I'm doing. As the solder is cooling down, I'm holding this side a little bit more because that was a side that was like corroded and warped. So it should be cool now. It doesn't take but like just a few seconds to cool down a little bit. So I'm gonna look in the scope a little bit. It's still kind of sticking up just a little bit, but maybe it's okay. Well, I'll show you what I'm looking at. You see that? It's like not great. I mean, you see it? It's like a little more of a gap than I really like. I mean, it should be like pretty tight like this right here. You see that? That's pretty tight. That's a little bit of a gap, but the board might be a little bit warped. So, but anyways, the important thing is, does it work? You know, right? Let's test this short one more time, because I don't really believe it, but definitely it was no short. Yep, still not shorted. Alright, so let's see if it boots up now. This could definitely be a little bit cleaner. Definitely. Oh, okay. Ready to call this a day. Okay, so let's moment of truths. Point 2, point 1. Oh, look at that. Haha. It's nice. Sometimes I surprise myself. Oh, full 2 amps, son. What's up? So I don't know why it was busted. No clue. No clue why it was shorted. Maybe something in the middle layer was shorting it or something. I have no clue. But we are back in business. Look at that. Touch is working. Ooh, baby. We are back in business, son. Alright. So this time we got lucky. No, actually, I'm gaining more and more confidence in doing these now. So it actually feels pretty good because I was not taking any of these on before, and but honestly, yeah, it was really just one single tip, and the tip was basically just don't use heat to remove these things. Just use the stupid heating plate to remove and replace these things, and that seemed to have fixed everything. So if you're using heat, you're using your hot air station, don't do it because you're gonna have a lot of issues putting it back together. Anyways, thanks for watching. I don't even know what I did actually, so I don't know if that speaker amp's gonna go back to shit or what. But I definitely wasted a ton of time because I was trying to heat the wrong chip. I'm glad I didn't like take that chip off because it would have been a nightmare. Because then I would have had to find a donor chip, and donor chips can be underfilled as well, and like it's just a nightmare. So that was my mistake. But it is after 5 o'clock on a Friday, before Christmas, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to get the hell out of here. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks. I just wanted to say thank you for watching our videos on YouTube. When I started microsoldering about 3 or 4 years ago, probably about 3 years ago, I started because I ended up breaking someone's phone during a repair. Yeah, this was back in the days of the iPhone 5C, and as I was disconnecting the battery, I accidentally pried off one of the little components next to the battery connector. So my options were to try to fix it or to buy the customer a new phone, and that's kind of what started this journey. Well, fast forward 3 years later, we have a website now, microsoldering.com, and we also have an online training course. It's $99.99 if you buy it through our website, and we go over just about everything that you need to know to get started on your microsoldering journey. It's kind of sectioned out into about 4 parts, and the first part we just kind of go over all of the basics, the tools, how to use diode mode, and what kind of tools and equipment to buy and stuff like that. The second part we talk a little bit about ZXW tools, and in the third part we go over 4 of the most common repairs. Let's update this. It should be 4 common most. So it's basically no touch, no backlight, no power, and we just added a section for audio IC on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. And then the last part is data recovery, no boot, and just kind of a very basic discussion about data recovery. So if you want to buy it, just go to microsoldering.com, click on Store, Shop, and then you'll come to this page right here. Just click on Buy at Udemy, and that'll take you to Udemy where our course is hosted. And you can even preview some videos of the course and see if you like it or not. And right now we're at 4.5 hours, and we're adding to it as much as we can. So just make sure you go through our website, otherwise the cost is a little bit higher. Alright, thanks for watching.